Do you want to invest in real estate, but you're broke? In this video, I am going to teach you how I invested in flip properties when I was completely broke, and I'm going to even give you a case study of the first flip I ever did where I net $60,000 profit. You should probably watch this video because you are going to learn how a completely broke person like I was ended up flipping houses. I'm going to teach you how you can use other people's money to do these deals. And I'm going to teach you in detail how you structure these deals with your private money investors so you can successfully flip properties, make them money, and make you money along the way. So first, let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I first got started in this business about 9 years ago, and I was completely broke. I am not kidding when I tell you this. I was not like, oh, I hope I own a Mercedes one day kind of broke. I was more like, I hope I get hit by a Mercedes at a crosswalk kind of broke. When I got started, I had zero investment capital. I had to actually start my business with my credit card. So I put all of my marketing expenses on a credit card. That is how broke I was. I had no money. My plan was that once I found a really good real estate investment property that would be a good flip project, I would use private money to fund the deal. So this is how I structured it. I knew that there were hard money lenders and there were private money lenders. And I even went out of my way to do some networking and to really make sure that if I did find that deal, I had those people and those connections to invest with me. Now, typically, if you are getting 100% of your deal funded by other people's money, this is a typical scenario you might find. You're gonna find hard money lenders everywhere. There are a lot of hard money lenders in my area in Southern California. There's even national hard money lenders, and these institutions will lend sometimes up to 80% of the project cost. So it's easy to find one of those and to get the bulk of your investment covered by a hard money lender. And that's exactly what I did. But the problem was there was still this 20% that I had to come up with. And hey, this was California, so this was like super expensive. We're talking probably $100,000 that I had to come up with to bridge the gap. So where do you find that? That's where the private money investor came in. So what private money is friends, family, acquaintances, basically anybody who's got some lazy money hanging around that they want to put to work. So let's dial it in. How do you use these people's money combined to be able to flip a house? I'm going to give you a very simple case study with even numbers. Say you find a property and the purchase price is $250,000. And you also budget that it's $30,000 to fix up the property to get it ready to list on the market. So right there, all in, you're at $280,000. But what you aren't including is the closing costs to buy the property. You haven't included the interest that you're gonna pay to borrow that money and any additional holding costs. So for easy numbers, let's say that all in, that is $20,000. So I would plan to make sure I borrowed $300,000. You heard that right. I am borrowing everything for that project. In a very realistic scenario, a hard money lender would offer you around 70% of that deal. So they would cover the first 70%. But now you still have to come up with the 30% to finish the project. How are you going to do that? Well, that's where your private money lender comes in. Now you are working with two lenders, so pay attention. Your hard money lender is going to want first position. What that means is that when they collateralize their money that they're lending you to that property, they want to tie that lien up in the first position. They want to be lien number one. They use a document called a deed of trust to tie that up. They want to be in first position. The second position is still available, and that's where your private money lender comes in. They are probably going to end up being in second position, and most of the time they're okay with it. You have to explain it to them that, listen, the hard money lender is covering the bulk of it. They get first, you get second. Both people have collateral against the property. Both investments are secure. Now, in the end, and in the perfect scenario, you sell this house for way more than you bought it and fixed it up for. You make a ton of money and you pay everybody back. That's the way it's supposed to work out, and it worked out that way for myself. Now, there's a couple different ways that you can structure this deal with your private money investor. Typically, hard money lenders are going to want a guaranteed interest rate, and that's okay. They deserve that. Now, where your private money lender comes in, they're a little bit more flexible. They might either accept equity in the deal or just a guaranteed interest rate. So an example would be that they will lend you that $100,000, for example, but they want to split the profits 50-50. I know a lot of people that go about doing their flips that way. One reason that you might want to set that up is because you're a little unsure of yourself and you're not super confident. If you're not super confident in your ability, that kind of helps because you're now sharing the risk with the private money lender, and the private money lender will acknowledge that they're sharing that risk with you. I, on the other hand, knew my numbers very, very well, and I was very confident in myself. So I would rather guarantee an interest rate that is very attractive to the private money lender, but that was all I have to pay them. I knew that no matter what I made on that property, I only owed the interest rate that I promised them ahead of time. Now, this gets really technical, and I know that I could be confusing you in this video. I get it. This is a pretty high level topic. So if you guys have any questions, put it in the comment box. I'd love to hear it. And if you guys need more mentoring, I want you guys to check out www.virtualinvestingmastery.com. I have an awesome coaching program where I teach all about virtual investing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.